I was at home when I found out the charges had been dropped.
Gary LaTurner's daughter Jenny says the family was given about a day's notice that the prosecutor would probably dismiss the charge against 18-year-old Rocco Joseph for failing to stop at the crash that killed her father.
It still was very shocking to us, and it still didn't feel like we had time to really process what that really meant.
As we've reported, Gary LaTurner was walking on Route 66 near Galena in August of 2023 when he was struck and killed by Rocco Joseph's vehicle. Rocco was 17 at the time. Jenny says the past 2 years have taught her hard lessons, chief among them that her family had little voice in the criminal cases against Rocco and his father, Dr. John Joseph.
This was more so the state, so we did not have a say-so. I don't think that if I did, that I would agree to, some of these charges being dropped or the plea deal.
The plea deal, 1 year probation for Dr. Joseph to a reduced charge of trying to interfere with the investigation. Prosecutor Kurt Beneke says Rocco did what most kids do. He reached out to his father after hitting someone with his pickup truck. Beneke says it was the Joplin dentist who prevented his son from contacting authorities, turning a tragic accident into a crime.
I was a little confused about the legality of it all. I think the prosecutor tried his best to explain that to us, but it just didn't feel like an answer for justice.
Justice, instead, to Jenny and her family would have been jail time for both father and son, and in her words, quote, getting two dangerous people off the streets.
My dad's life meant so much to me and my family and our town that it kind of feels like the court was able to kind of dumb that down to be dismissed, and like his life and his legacy was dismissed.
A legacy that the LaTurner family says included a man who loved walking around Galena and loved life.
Being notoriously always happy and always helping people.
A wrongful death claim over Gary's death was settled more than a year ago, but for the LaTurner family, it was a hollow victory and definitely did not give them closure.
Money never meant anything to us in regards to this. Just money doesn't equal justice to us, and money isn't going to erase what they did.
Jenny says her father's case inspired her family to take action, and after researching what they believe are gaps in laws protecting hit-and-run victims, they created a PowerPoint presentation now used in local driver's education courses.
When you look at previous hit-and-run cases, it doesn't really advocate for the families or the victims.
Their next step, she says, is to work with lawmakers to push for legislative changes in honor of her father's joyful spirit.
You couldn't help but laugh or smile being around him. He was someone who, he was just never upset.